Hello, it's Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener. Let's talk about how to install stepping pads in just 10 minutes. So here's the old one, just a two-step to get to a hose bib. It's really unstable. So get rid of that. You're going to want to excavate at least 2 inches down to create some space. Refill that first inch with some good solid road base. So this is going to give you some really good stability and create a sub base for all this. So then compact that sub base down nice and hard. You can even use that old stepping stone to really pound that baby in. You don't need to get it perfectly level. You just need to get it nice and compacted because that is the sub base for everything. Next, you want to add some leveling sand. Now, this is where you really want to start thinking about making it nice and level. I recommend you use a big 3-foot level to kind of get this nice and flat, and check that it's going to slope just slightly away from the house. You don't have to get it perfectly level, but you want to make sure it slopes away from the house and that the whole layer of the sand is completely level to really get it nice and stable. Again, you're looking for something that's stable, especially if it's right next to a hose bib like this one. Next, we're going to add the stepping stones, and these are these wonderful Belgard stepping stones. There is a list in the video description of all these materials. I loved using these because they kind of fit together and look like you have a lot of stepping stones, when in reality you only have 3 of them. Get those babies nice and level, and then come back with that leveling sand, and you're going to fill in the cracks between the stepping stones to add more stability. This kind of wedges one against the other, and in addition to that, it just gives a nice finishing look. You're going to add a little bit around the edges because, again, you want to keep checking for stability. Make sure there are no wobbles in this. Get it nice and level and compacted, and then add some decorative rocks. This does 2 purposes. One, it helps with the drainage around the stepping pads because, again, it's a hose bib. It's going to get wet. But also, you can use these small rocks as kind of a final check to make sure everything is nice and stable. You use them as a little wedge underneath the stepping pads to see if you missed something, if it's any at all crooked or level or not level, and you can use these little rocks to create a really nice, stable, flat, safe little area. And then finally, you just want to kind of rinse it all off to get it nice and pretty. Again, there's a material list in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe and like button. And a big shout out, by the way, to Juan at Unique Landscaping, who did a great job on this video demonstration. Well, that's all the time we have. Thanks so much for watching.